rated mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. Broadcasting from the Big Peach of Atlanta, Georgia. A show unfiltered, unscripted, raw. The Patriot Angle Podcast. Hey folks, happy Monday. I hope everybody enjoyed their weekend. God, the weekend's over with already, right? That went quick. It's like first minute you blink, it's Friday. The next blink, it's Monday morning, right? So happy Monday to everybody. Hope everyone enjoyed their weekend. I did. Had to work all weekend, but you know, it is what it is. That's what we have to do today in life, work, right? Anyway, guys, I want to plug in a special sound clip. Yes, Trump had his first rally. Hint, hint, is this a presidential campaign rally? Who knows? If it is, that's wonderful. We need him back more than ever, guys. Back more than ever. Trump, yes, started his rally, his first rally in the summer here, and basically talked about a lot of different things. Heated topics, but got into some very, very good stuff. Check it out, guys.
Take care of you, to the snake. Take me in, O tender woman, take me in for heaven's sake. Take me in, O tender woman, sighed the vicious snake. Laid him by her fireside with some honey and some milk. She hurried home from work that night, and as soon as she arrived, she found that pretty snake she'd taken in had been fully revived. She stroked his pretty skin again and kissed him and held him tight. But instead of saying thank you, the snake gave her a vicious bite. I saved you, cried the woman, and you've bitten me, but why? Shut up, silly woman, said the reptile with a grin. You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in.
Be right back.
At United Way of Greater Atlanta, we're always working for more. More kids reading books, giving college second looks, more proper meals to start their day, safe spots to grow and learn and play, while more moms are working, earning, striving, finding ways their kids can thrive, and for families who don't have them.
This is a sofa. This is a sofa with a firm. This is you choosing to make manageable payments for this sofa. Or this. Or this. And this is you chilling on your sofa feeling like you've got this. Nice.
Because nobody even checks who's coming into our country. It's insanity, and it's destroying our country. Just this month, a previously deported illegal alien in Massachusetts with prior charges for murder and many other things gunned down a man in broad daylight, shooting him viciously and violently as he lay in the street 4 times. An illegal alien who entered the country as an unaccompanied minor under Obama was charged with hacking a woman and their 15-year-old sister into very small pieces with a machete and stabbing 2 other people. And honestly, if I do a bad speech, I'll tell you it was a bad, that's okay. But I don't do bad speeches, do I? My best speeches, I get the best reviews when I don't use these suckers, you know, they're too easy. Especially when they're blowing in the wind. Great job, fellas, by the way, you really made them nice. I got this teleprompter that's waving like the American flag. Sometimes you have no choice to just wing it. You have to wing it because you have a teleprompter that's moving so rapidly. And they were comparing Biden to FDR. They are fake. They are so fake and so pathetic. And there's so many of them up there. There's so many of them. miss me, they miss me. They look at their bad ratings and they're saying, we miss this guy. I said it was going to happen. I was waiting for them to endorse me, actually. I know that was a big step, but they're going down the tubes. Their numbers are very bad.
All right, folks, you just heard some bits, literally bits from Trump's Ohio rally just a few days ago, over the weekend, by the way, actually, his June 26th rally up in Ohio. His first rally since he's left, or first major rally since he's left presidency. And folks, did everybody have fun and enjoy the Trump rally on television? I know, Facebook and Instagram wasn't pretty much posting it on their social media platforms, because we all know that that Facebook and Instagram and Twitter pretty much shadow bans Trump on a daily basis. Anything you put Trump, hashtag Trump, hashtag MAGA, hashtag Make America Great Again, hashtag Save America, hashtag 45, anything that involves Trump, they're gonna shadow ban the hell out of it, because that's what social media is all about. If anything involves, even like I said, the word Trump, they're gonna shadow ban it, they're gonna censor it, they're gonna fact check till like the cows come home, literally. I mean, but anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed that little sound clip I plugged into the podcast today. I watched the entire rally. I thought it was great. He had a lot of key measures in his rally, basically talking about the ratings, the jobs, the border crisis, and everything that's bad going on in this new administration of President Biden. At this point, literally, at this point, anybody can run the country better than Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I mean, do you agree with me? To all you liberal left voters, just look what you elected and how our country is falling apart. I mean, you voted this clown in. This is what you wanted. You wanted open borders. You wanted high taxes and crime at an historic high, right? I mean, that's what you wanted. I guess if that's what you wanted, that's what you're getting, pretty much, right? I mean, all you liberal left voters out there, for the last, year and a half, if that, we had to hear from you. Oh, Biden can do so much better. Biden is going to create better jobs. Biden is going to create better border policies. Did we not see a wall being put up by President Trump? I thought our borders were pretty much secured very, very responsibly under President Trump. What else did we hear? Oh, Biden is going to be for all of American people. Folks, I don't know what rock you're living under, but everything that man promised during his campaign run, is he delivering by any of those messages? No, he ain't delivering a damn thing besides asking permission to even take questions from the Associated Press. He's got to whisper to his little handler, Kamala Harris, and say, should I answer this? Do you see the whispers now? Oh, God, the whispers are terrible. He's whispering. How creepy does that sound? Did you see that the other day? He's whispering in the freaking mic, saying, yeah, I know too. Folks, if that's not creepy, I don't know what is, right? But folks, it's like I say, I miss Trump. Just like anybody else can pretty much agree with me. He was a great leader that could speak coherent sentences without jibber-jabbering and trying to figure out what the hell he just said in his last sentence. I mean, this new president we have can't even put two sentences together without... I mean, I don't understand the man, to be honest with you. But I guess everybody's happy because we have the mean tweets, the mean Facebook posting, the mean Instagram pictures taken down from President Trump, right? Everybody's happy because, they don't get to see that. Well, of course they don't get to see that because the damn social media networks shadow ban the hell out of them. But that's what you get, I guess, right? That's what you get. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get for electing an idiot in office. Be right back after these words, folks. Don't go anywhere.
Picking it up. The legacy of that shield is complicated, to say the least.
That shield should be destroyed. This world is ours. We're never gonna stop.
It's the closest thing I've got left to a family. I'm not gonna let anybody tell me I can't fight for it.
Now streaming on Disney Plus, and upgrade to the Disney Bundle for even more.
Everybody when he speaks like that, and that's definitely his strong point is America First policies. Trump did win.
I thought this was the biggest group of pissed off people that were so happy because they have hope. And Trump gives them that hope, and he's delivered before. He's trying his best to deliver again. So let's get our elections cleaned up. And Trump,
We will, we are America. We are freedom, and that's what Trump represents is freedom. And that's what all I want is for us is to become freedom again, forever. That's what America was based on, and that's what we need to be again. Freedom.
I couldn't agree. I couldn't agree more. You just heard some supporters there literally saying, what they love about Trump, why they support him, and, why we need him back. Literally back. It's not just a campaign bumper sticker, a political message, folks. We need this former president back more than ever. Our country is going down the shithole pretty much, folks. And it's only going to get worse and worse. It's only going to get worse and worse. He brought back jobs. He brought back high-paying jobs. He secured our border. I mean, folks, fill in words of what Trump has done. I would literally have to have a 3 to 4 hour podcast episode just to explain the difference behind patriotic Donald Trump versus sleepy Joe Biden. Because there is a huge, huge comparison. It makes one wonder what he knows, right? One wonder who anybody knows anything about where our country is going. Literally. Do you agree with most of the people that Trump won in 2020? Yeah, by a landslide. There is no way in hell, I've said it time after time, folks, there is no way in hell Joe Biden got well over 80 million votes. Crazy. But we realized something, folks, in 2020. Desperation has no limits. People will go to the ends of the earth to either make a point, secure it, and cheat all the way through it. That's the way it is, folks. It's the way it is. But other than that, I hope everybody enjoyed the Trump rally there up in Ohio over the weekend. It was a great rally. Great rally. But on to other stuff here. I want to get into this this new siege. This new AOC crapios and scenario, if that's words. I don't think that's in the Webster's dictionary. But I'm going to kind of talk like AOC because that's like half the crap that we hear from her mouth. Idiocy of a scenario that gets played by this woman. This new article here, leftists siege Biden White House, blocking all entrance demand climate infrastructure priorities. What? Oh boy, I gotta read this one. Like the Democrats are even more nuttier, right? A group of activists, folks, flanked by noteworthy Democrat politicians, protested outside of the White House just earlier today, demanding that the Biden administration adopt infrastructure plan that prioritizes climate change and blocking every entrance to the White House as part of their demand for action. Leftists from this activist group, far-left Soros-funded group, the Sunrise Movement, marched to the White House earlier today to demand the Biden administration put climate change-related structures at the forefront, particularly in terms of an ongoing infrastructure negotiations, according to reports. Protesters were also seen blocking every entrance to the White House, demanding Biden heed to their Green New Deal agenda. What? This AOC is like literally not stopping this this new Green New Deal. I mean, they're pushing this thing like no tomorrow. Boy, excuse me, guys. Excuse me, I'm cracking up over here, as you can see. It shows here that Twitter coming out of the main Twitter account here for Sunrise Movement says, "We made it very clear at POTUS, you're going to hear our demands, whether we're inside or outside of the White House. You haven't responded. Now we're back to make sure you understand us clearly. It's hashtag no climate, no deal, and no compromises, and hashtag no excuses." Folks, the last time I checked, isn't that somewhat of a threat to a government official, even the President of the United States, when you're making very, very harsh demands, and you're literally standing out of the White House? Folks, that should be looked into. Should it not? I mean, yeah, I agree. Even though the Capitol riot, the January 6th event, was a little, extreme in some measures, I agree. That went a little extreme. But isn't this somewhat similar? Shouldn't the authorities question this movement as a threat? Yeah, I think they should. Or is it going to get pretty much tucked under the rug? Check this out, guys. Yeah, folks, you can hear a sound clip here. I'm plugging into the podcast. Literally a group called Sunrise Movement, led by activists and even AOC being seen in some of the pictures. Folks, this is an activist group that's a far left Soros funded group. So yeah, that should be looked at. Yeah. When you're literally blocking entrances, pretty much every entrance, it said in the article, to the White House, yeah, that should be looked at, folks. That should be looked at. Not only is that a national threat, but that should be looked at very serious. Just like the January 6th event. Folks, you have activists, whether they're violent or non-violent. If you are blocking pretty much every entrance to the White House there in Washington, yes, that is a threat, folks, and that should be looked at very, very serious. I think that the FBI and local authorities should look into this group. And if they don't, there's something seriously wrong with this picture, folks. Seriously wrong. This is an article and a story surfacing literally just earlier today. I'm not sure if I'm the first podcast host to report on this or any. Hell, I don't even remember seeing this on any of the social media platforms such as Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. I don't even think mainstream media has reported on this incident. Of course not. Why not? Because, it doesn't seem bad. I mean, this is how sick these people are, folks. Literally sick. Right now, there are currently 500 young people en route to barricade all 10 entrances to the White House to demand President Trump act on your elected mandate of climate justice and only pass an American jobs plan that includes necessary, ambitious solutions to the crisis. Folks, whether it is a peaceful movement or a violent movement, it has to be looked at. You cannot block entrances to a government building such as the White House, folks. This has to be looked at. I understand, I get protesting is protesting, but you cannot do this in front of government buildings. That is considered a national crisis, and it should be looked at. Here's some more. Check this out, guys. I mean, it gets worse and worse, folks. It's craziness. I mean, when is enough enough? Listen to this, guys. More of this crap. It's terrible. Yeah. They're literally like going on and on with this movement. It's crazy. Here's a representative, Jamal Bowman, a Democrat out of New York, was among the radical left lawmakers who joined this activist outside of the White House, demanding Biden administration to go big and bold and visionary for our country and for our future and for our planet. Folks, I mean, this is crazy. Like I said, even Representative AOC, the bartender from Queens, she's getting involved. Cori Bush was one of them. Also made an appearance, embracing as crowd activists cheer. What the hell is going on here, folks? Literally. I mean, seriously. What a lot of folks here in Washington don't understand is that while this may be the hottest summer of their lives, literally, I mean, the temperatures are skyrocketing, folks. It's going to be the coolest summers of our lives. Pretty much AOC literally putting that in a tweet. Oh, yeah, you got to listen to her. Listen to this nut job.
Because what a lot of folks here in D.C. don't understand is that while this may be the hottest summer of their lives, it's going to be one of the coolest summers of our lives. And so what that means is that they brought this heat on us, so we bring the heat on them.
Oh my God. No, they're all bickering at one another. They're bickering at one another. I mean, it's like rain for Supreme. I mean, you know, I want to be king. No, I want to be king. No, I want to be queen. No, I want to be queen. I mean, folks, this is nuts. Literally crazy. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Oh, there's more. Listen to more of this crap. Oh, boy. AOC and Cori Bush, literally, oh, it's getting wholesome. Listen to this. Yeah, they're blaming the climate change on government. Yeah, it's all government's fault. Yeah, it's all government's fault. Yeah, you're gonna blame the government. I guess the government controls the sun, huh? Yeah, you know that big red thing, orange thing out there in outer space. Yeah, I guess they control the sun, right? Oh boy, I'm telling you, they're fighting this climate change like it's no tomorrow. Hey, there's more to it. Listen, I'll plug it even more in. I'll plug in one more sound clip, guys, so you can listen to the insanity, this the craziness. This party is disturbed. It's like the Democrats are now fighting each other. I think it's hysterical. Listen to this. Crazy stuff. Oh my God. Listen to this one right here. Here's another crazy liberal. Yeah.
And we do not have any time to waste. And I know that all of you here today, I know that you know this.
Can't really hear her because she's wearing a mask.
They have been selling out our generation to fossil fuel CEOs and billionaires.
Oh, it's all the billionaires' fault, yeah.
And we do not...
Yeah, it's all the billionaires' fault, right? Oh, blame it on the billionaires. Blame it on the billionaires. Folks, this is just... folks, you know what they're doing, right? You know what they're doing? They are literally setting themselves up for 2022. This party, folks, is literally dead. It's dead. It's I could totally see the Republicans pretty much taking back the House next year in 2022 in the midterms, because this party is like literally they're fighting one another. They are so obnoxious yet just what's the words? They'll pretty much do anything at this point just to get a message in, an agenda, because this party has no agenda, and we're clearly seeing it, folks. Be right back after these words. Hey folks, hello. I'm gonna end this podcast here just shortly here. I want to play a brief little sound clip here, folks. This is literally Biden's America, and you know, like I've said time after time, almost sounding like a broken record, folks. We have to save America. We have to. There's no other question behind this, folks. The Democrats are fighting each other. They're hell bent on just destroying one another, yet to a point where they're ready to destroy America's democracy, folks. We're seeing that unfold. You know, former President Trump had warned us that this was going to happen under Biden. This was going to happen. We were going to see border surges. We were going to see a crisis happen from that. We were going to see lots of jobs just basically vanishing. Everything that he basically said, just kind of keying a little bit of what he had said, but everything he had said, everything he warned us is literally happening. Democrats were going to fight each other and literally bicker over policy after policy. We're seeing that from the radical left, including AOC and, you know, now Cori Bush and Pelosi fighting with the AOC machine. I mean, folks, this is, you know, it's not a laughing matter. We have to take our country back, folks, next year in the midterms. God willing, we have to elect a Republican-led House. We have to get rid of these radical left, socialist yet communist policies. This is not America. This is not what we were designed to be. We're better than this. What you're hearing, folks, is a sound clip on how we can just survive Biden's America.
Check. Hello.
All right, what's happening, my friends? Things are crazy out there. Biden's America is a weird, interesting, and pretty scary place. What we're doing today is I'm having my producer, what's up, Brennan? Give me Knuckles off camera. He's going to read out some questions, and I'm going to take that and address you. And even if I don't have the right answers, because I'm just a dude on a journey, maybe we will kind of go down a path, and I'll ask some of the right questions so that we just kind of see the world with eyes wide open, and we can do a little bit to mitigate risk in the future, because a lot of stuff is just kind of off the reservation of like, I don't know how to process some of this. So let's go, bro. What do you got?
Yeah, so yesterday it was toilet paper. Today it's gas. What are some other things that you could see happening?
Right, what's the name of the pipeline that just shut down?
Colonial.
The Colonial Pipeline, that's right. Sorry, I blanked it. It's all over the news right now. And so the time of making this Wednesday, gas is just out of the pumps and people are freaking out, and hackers shut down this pipeline. It's supposed to be back up and running today. We'll see how that runs. But what this does, even if it isn't an emergency in a week or two, I see skyrocketing energy prices. That's going off. There seems to be a war that Biden is waging against the energy sector to shut down our fossil fuel industry and go all Green New Deal and all that stuff. So what that means is we're going to have a huge market shift where energy prices for a time are going to skyrocket if you can even get it. And we're just seeing the very first glimpse of this. This was hackers. However, the other pipelines he shut down immediately within his first few days in office. I think it was his first day in office, right? The Keystone Pipeline, right? That was devastating effects immediately. And we're going to feel that more and more and more. So what that signals to me is we really need to be able to stockpile some of our own fuel. All of my vehicles right now are all filled up, and I've got a good amount of gas cans and stuff already stored, and I kind of cycle those out over time so that if any disaster happens, I'm never just caught. You know, and this has to do with fuel. Right now, I'm literally, right as I sat down, I got a quote to put my house on solar power, and that's a big sacrifice for me. That's a little bit scary. That's a little bit weird, but I want energy. Great cost, bloodshed, energy, and intelligence. We have to be able to carve out freedom. We have to physically, by force, fight for freedom and keep it. As you know, another founding father said, the tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time by the blood of patriots and tyrants. And I know I didn't get that quote exactly, but I did get the spirit exactly. Freedom is not the natural state of the world. Typically, we go from one ruler to the next. One tyrant replaces the next type of tyrant as people want power and they want control. And so to have a really free and long-lasting society, remember, rulers come in and they take more and take more and take more. And there's all kinds of interesting ways, especially in the modern age, in the 21st century, of how they get the power. Now you give the feeling of democracy for at least a few weeks. And so whether you're getting jars of peanut butter and baked beans, or you want to be more sophisticated, you want to get some long-term food storage, I think best bang for your buck with storage food is I use My Patriot Supply. I've got a whole bunch of different stuff. So if you have...
All right, guys, I'm going to stop it right there. You just heard a really good article. You could check this guy out. Basically at Warrior Poet Society. Subscribe to him, guys. I wanted to plug him into the podcast here. Basically just necessities on how to survive this crazy Biden America. Freedom is not the natural state of the world. Freedom is not free. Freedom costs. You want your liberties and freedoms. Well, sometimes, sadly, you got to pay the piper, right? You got to work, you got to pay your taxes in order to, have all the good things that we cherish in this country. I mean, that's pretty much the rule of America, pretty much. I mean, no, we don't live under a dictatorship, but dictatorship and a one-party rule is entirely different. I hope we never go down that path, but I can clearly see we're going in that direction under this administration. It's a very, very, very sad time we are living in, where we're living in a world, in a country that's full of tyranny, filled with really, really destructive, careless individuals that we have somehow managed to elect into this office that we call government. Folks, this is just a country that wasn't really designed to be like this. We were never designed to be a third world country. We were supposed to be a United States of America, where we are one people under the Almighty God. Folks, we are not seeing that. We are seeing a radical left of Democrats that are using very, very insane yet destructive words to steer us more into a divided America than a united America. Folks, we are seeing liberties being stripped away. Freedoms on a froze. Right? Right now, we are seeing dictators in this country that have far more freedom than us Americans have. We are told to wear masks, social distance, don't be near one another, and don't participate in social gatherings. We had to hear that all up until like just recently. Oh, little by little, it's being lifted. Thank God. Thank God for right-wing mayors and governors that are seeing the big picture, that you cannot isolate Americans. We are free. We are free people under this great nation that we call America, under a nation that's under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Those beautiful words, folks, are being hijacked by this machine of destructive views. Folks, how in the hell did we allow not only liberalism, but socialism and communism all in the same projective? How in the hell did we allow this to happen, folks? How in the hell are we allowing ourselves to be brainwashed like sheeple? How in the hell are we allowing ourselves to be told what to do, where to go, how to dress? Oh, we can't go into that restaurant because we have to practice social distance. Folks, this is not America. This is a dictatorship. And we are clearly seeing it under this administration. Folks, we are seeing that left policies do not work. But sure, tell that to the European countries that have a social democratic system. Yeah, a different type of system. Sure, tell that to communist China, where their laws and policies are far more extreme yet dramatic. Sure, tell that socialist Cuba, where the government tells you what to eat and what your rations are. If you don't believe me, folks, this is happening all over the world. And it's now surfaced this country. Folks, we have to end this poison in this country, or we are not going to have a country anymore. Being prepared for what may come offsets fear. Stay strong, folks. Prepare and forget fear. God first and Godspeed. God bless all of you, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you for tuning in, folks.
You just heard an episode of the Patriot Angle Podcast, an Anchor platform.